Who is it?
Det Moroz. You'll see this like in New York. There's like snake stuffed animals everywhere. Why? Nutcracker.
Nutcracker.
So you have this box of stuff.
But one time per year, they buy the most expensive food.
Santa Claus would come and put gifts in the sack.
And from 14 till 24, I was working like Snegurочка.
Russia's a multicultural place.
Hi guys! Are you ready for Christmas and New Year? Maybe you are thinking now what kind of gifts you can buy for your friends and relatives. So guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you how we Russian people prepare for Christmas and celebration. And I will show you not only Russian traditions, but we will compare it with American tradition. So I decided to invite American man. Hello.
Hello, Anna. Thanks for having me on again.
Who are you?
I am Joseph Rose, the expat American, and I'm in Moscow, Russia, and it looks like Christmas, but maybe it's not.
Yeah. So guys, keep watching. We are in this amazing, beautiful place. Yes, guys, it's Gul on Red Square, and let's go to see how we prepare for Christmas and New Year. Let's go, Joseph.
Let's do it.
Joseph, I want to show you this one. Let's start from this.
Uh-huh.
Do you know who is it?
Well, I'll tell you, it looks like Santa Claus in America, but I do know who he actually is here.
Who is it?
Det Moroz.
Det Moroz. And who is next to him?
That is Snegurочка, his granddaughter, sort of, right? So she comes from another fairy tale, but over the years they've been put together and she's been made his granddaughter. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
And you know, for me it's very interesting, why do we Russian people use two characters? So we have Det Moroz, so let's say it's like American Santa Claus, but why do we have, what do you think, Snegurочка? Why you don't have granddaughter or a wife of Santa Claus?
Well, I assume during Soviet times they were incorporating Russian fairy tales and making them look more universal, right? That's just my assumption. And Det Moroz, he looks like Santa Claus, but he was actually, I think, originally an evil wizard character, like Bad Winter, something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
What kind of gifts we usually buy for Christmas and for New Year?
Please.
Yeah, so look at this. Do you know what is this?
That looks like a pine cone in English, which I believe in Russian is a shishka.
Shishka, yeah, it's
Right?
correct.
And so these are tree ornaments, correct?
Do you have something in America?
Oh, yeah. So these look like Christmas tree ornaments that are not cheap.
Yeah, okay, 600
Kind of
rubles.
expensive, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think if I correct, you decorate your Christmas tree maybe like this, so you use red balls and you use gold one, but you don't use maybe different kind of toys like we use.
No, we do that.
Yeah?
Yeah. What we don't have is giant cutouts of creatures on the side of the tree.
Okay.
You'll see this like in New York and like big trees in public squares, but we don't put those on our tree at home. So.
Yeah. And Joseph, do you know that in Russia, when we decorate Christmas tree, for example, look at this, I will show you. This is a snake.
Yes.
And do you know why we have a lot of snakes now everywhere in Russia?
No, I do not know.
Really?
Please tell
True?
me. I've seen it in the stores. Christoph's pointed it out to me.
Oh,
There's like snake stuffed animals everywhere. Why?
Yeah, so you know, we Russian people, so you know, Russia it's half Europe, half Asia, and we follow to both directions.
Oh.
We have some traditions from West.
The East and the West.
East and West, and this tradition from Asia, that it's a calendar when 12 animals. Every year we are changing animal.
This is the year of the snake.
Yeah, so next year, 2025, it will be snake year, and that's why we Russian people believe we must buy a symbol of snake. That's why you see a lot of snakes. And very important when we prepare for celebrating New Year, when we cook food and prepare the table, we must put on the table one symbol of current year. It's Drago, and we must put next snake, and it means that we say goodbye to current year and say hello to next one.
Wow. So what you're telling me is Russia's a multicultural place,
Yeah.
and Westerners should know of this.
Unless you don't follow this calendar.
I mean, we are aware of it, but it's not super popular. It's just kind of a cute thing on the side.
And also I want to show you this guy. It's maybe you know him. It's a Russian fairy tale.
Yes. That is a nutcracker.
Nutcracker in Russian language, щелкунчик.
Ouch. Breaks the nuts. And this looks like one of Snow White's friends right there.
Yeah, Santa Claus. And you know what is very interesting fact about our Russian tradition that when you can see here also snake.
Yeah.
Every toy which we put on the Christmas tree has some kind of meaning. We are not doing just randomly, okay, I like this kind of balls, I like this kind of toys, let's put it. No, every toy has some meaning. For example, you know what I did last year? I bought owl.
You bought an owl?
Owl, that
Oh,
is
okay.
bird. So what does, guess why I bought owl?
Because you're a very wise Russian lady.
Yes, actually because I want to be.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
very
and
good.
I read, we Russian people, we read articles, and I read that if you want to be smart, and if you to be wise, you need to put on Christmas tree owl. And I put. And the more owls you put, the more smarter you will be. Yeah, so it means that every symbol, we believe in symbols, every symbol, спасибо, has some kind of meanings. Like, for example, what do you think it's frog mean? If I put frog on the tree?
It means you're hoping for a prince?
No, money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's also Asia tradition. Maybe you can see in Chinese shops. So they gift each other frog, and it's keeping in his mouth some kind of coin. And every day you need to touch her. It means you will become rich.
Right.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting, madam. No, in America, usually the decorations on the tree are just whatever you've inherited over the years. So you have this box of stuff that you've been taking on and off the tree for years.
And it's also, this is the best gift for New Year and for Christmas. So for example, if you...
So there's a snake.
Yeah, you
and
can
there's the tower, which is right outside.
Yeah.
So we are in a famous place next to a famous item where they're selling that
And
famous
you can
item.
see frogs for being rich and owl for wisdom.
And Russians like tea.
Yeah.
And hedgehogs are more popular here than in America.
This?
Yep.
Why?
Yojik.
Yojika, what does it mean?
That's
In your
hedgehog.
culture.
Hedgehog.
No, yes, why? Because in Russia, I think it's not popular.
Really? No, I mean, I think it's more popular here. Oh, yeah, there's another one. That one's got some food. Yes.
Oh, it's cat, my cat Vadik.
Oh, Koshka, you like cats?
Yeah. You know I have a red cat
I'm
Vadik.
sorry. Feel sorry for you. I'm a dog person. I've noticed Russia does this a lot where at different shopping malls, it's just yolka after yolka. So New Year's tree after New Year's tree. So that's one other thing I noticed about the holidays is for Russia, this is New Year and it's the New Year time decorations. In America, it's the Christmas decorations. They look exactly the same, it's just a different name.
So the same, you have the same kind of
Yeah, so
trees?
what an American sees without any explanation, they're gonna look at this and they're gonna think it's Christmas.
Yeah.
And a Russian would think New Year's.
And do you know why it's maybe, you were thinking about it, why do we Russian celebrate more New Year, but not Christmas? Why you Americans, for you, most important Christmas, right? And for us, most important New Year, and we don't celebrate so much Christmas. Do you know why?
Right, and when our Christmas is ending, we have a smaller New Year's holiday, and when your New Year's holiday is ending, you have a smaller Christmas holiday. And I know why, because Soviet times, they wanted a a non-religious holiday. So they made New Year's the big celebration, and then Christmas became a smaller religious celebration.
Yeah, correct. Because of Soviet Union time, religion was forbidden, and first, yes, it was also forbidden to celebrate New Year, but then Soviet Union government decided to leave New Year, and a long time people forgot about Christmas, and people used to celebrate New Year, and I was born in Soviet Union, and I used to celebrate only New Year, so that's why we grow up, and we still do focus more on New Year than on Christmas.
Yeah, one of the differences I'll notice is usually a Russian yolka, so that would be the New Year's tree, has a red star.
Yeah.
And the American one, or the British one, the Western one, the German one, has a gold star.
But actually, we don't see here right now.
Yeah, just in general.
In general.
Like stereotypically.
Yeah, so let's see other Christmas trees. Yeah, it's very interesting. No, nowadays people also decorate a Christmas tree, like you said. It could be different kind of symbols. We call it spiel. But traditional, yes, I remember when my childhood we used only red star.
Yeah. So in this mall, they're trying to be cool and fashionable. So every tree is looking different on purpose.
And do you know what we Russians believe? That we say always how we meet New Year, in the same way next year will going on. So that's why we believe that if we dress perfectly, if we eat the best, the most expensive food, it means that next year will be the same. That's why most of people also, people who maybe has not so much money, they collect money all year and they buy, maybe during the year they can't buy some expensive food, some expensive things, but one time per year they buy the most expensive food, most expensive dresses, go to the best places because they believe if I meet New Year perfectly, next year will be perfect.
That's a nice tradition. So you're going to practice being your best at the end of the year so you can have a good next year.
Alice in Wonderland?
Yep, that would be Alice in Wonderland, I'm pretty sure, because you got the top hat, and you got the bunny ears.
Do you have something in the US when you decorate Christmas tree in some kind of like here cartoon?
Oh, and there's Alice right there. Well, not necessarily. I mean, I think Christmas trees in America, it's fair to say, it's just kind of whatever people want to throw on there. And if you have wealthier families, then they might want to make the tree have some sort of matching color scheme. So, and that's a good thing to point out, is that Russia has a lot of the same stories that America has, as far as stories that you guys appreciate. These are European or universal stories, like Alice in Wonderland, like Peter Pan, you know.
And when I was in Kazan this year, so guys, I will share here the picture how I visited Kazan. I was in hostel, and this hostel was decorated in Alice Wonderland style.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was so surprised, and that's why I booked it, because I wanted to feel this experience. And you open the wardrobe, and it's inside Alice.
Is that the permanent theme?
Yeah.
Wow.
Permanent, yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. And Joseph, do you know something about this place, about this GUM? Do you know something?
Yes, I do. I know something. I know some things. So, I mean, this was originally the trading center for Moscow, and Moscow is a young city. So you had the Kremlin Wall over there, which is where all the official business was done. All the important stuff was behind the wall. That's where the people would run if they needed to get protected. And then you had Red Square, which is for whatever festivals you needed. And on this side of Red Square is where the trading happened, before this was even a building. And on that side over there, Zaryadye Park, which is outside, that was the original Moscow neighborhood.
Is it looking something like in Western?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So it looks like you can buy your ornaments, and they can also wrap them for you.
Yeah, also you can see the same like you do in your country. But in Russia we don't use it, so we buy it only just for, not everyone buy it. So usually when we celebrate the New Year, when parents buy gifts, they leave it under their Christmas
So you're
tree.
talking about the stockings right here. Yeah,
Yeah, so we
these-
don't use
these
it.
green and red things. So this is more of a Western tradition.
Why do you use this?
So you hang it over the fireplace or somewhere like that, and the idea is Santa Claus would come and put gifts in the sack. So it comes from, you know, an older time, a poorer time, where instead of getting a wrapped gift, you're checking your sock, like your giant warm sock.
Interesting, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Wow,
exactly.
so awesome.
More nutcrackers.
Nutcrackers. Okay,
Yes.
okay, nutcrackers. Oh, I love this one. So, guys, you can see there are everything what we see now in the store. There are a lot of good gifts, and if you have no idea what to gift your friends, you can buy some Christmas things like, for example, this ball is some
Snow globe.
yeah. Oh, and it has music.
Yeah, you can play music for you.
It looks like Russian tree. Yeah. Also, you can buy clothes, socks. Joseph, what do you usually gift for New Year and for Christmas? Do you have some typical gifts or you
Well, it
buy?
would be for Christmas, not for New Year. New Year is more of an adult, stay up late and you know, make a resolution and have some alcohol and say I'm gonna do better this year.
Okay, so for Christmas, what do you
for
usually?
Christmas, I mean anything, whatever you can wrap up, whatever someone wants. You know, you talk to your friends and your family, you find out what they want. It's generally gifts between family members, not so much friends, because it's a big tradition, and you give a lot of gifts. And from what I understand, in Russia for New Year's, a child might just get one big gift, whereas in America, it's something like 7 not big gifts, you could say.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, true. In Russia, we prefer one big gift, and what do Russian kids? They write the letter to to Russian Ded Moroz, and they make a wish what they want. Then they give it to the mother and say, "Mama, please give it to Ded Moroz." And you know, when I was 14 years old, and from 14 till 24, I was working like Snegurочка.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I dressed like this snow lady, and
Yeah.
what we did, it's Russian tradition. So last 2 weeks before New Year, me and my business partner, Ded Moroz, we both come to the houses, knock to the door, and the idea is that parents open the door and kids see me and laugh and say, "Ah!" and they see me, Snegurочка. Then my role is take a kids and hide from them Ded Moroz, and we go together to inside the apartment, and I ask them to show me the Christmas tree. And the idea is that so we stay here on Christmas tree, and in this moment parents take gifts and give it to Ded Moroz. That kids didn't know that these gifts are originally from parents.
Very good.
And then we play 10 minutes, and then we start to call Ded Moroz, Ded Moroz. And then when Ded Moroz come, he opened his bag and give gifts.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in America, I know that sometimes we write down on the gift who the gift is from, and for some of them, we might put Santa Claus. So, because I have 5 kids, so a lot of times we're trying to decide, okay, what's going to be from mom and dad, what's going to be from Santa Claus.
Oh, just look at this so beautiful Christmas tree.
Yeah.
So guys, you know, yes, Joseph, he has 5 kids, and if you didn't watch, you can click here the video when I took interview from him and I asked him how he is living here with his kids. So please watch this video.
It's a good emotional video, guys. You need to see it.
Yeah, and you
Not
will know
kidding.
more about Joseph.
But that reminds me, another thing is in the U.S., well, in the Western world, you are opening up your gifts the morning of the 25th of December. So the idea is you go to bed December 24th after having, like, I guess, a Christmas meal. And then Santa comes at night and puts gifts under the tree, and then you wake up in the morning, you open them. But from what I understand, in Russia, the New Year's tradition is on the 31st, that night, like when the clock strikes midnight, that's when you open up your gift, right?
Yes.
So when did Ded Moroz bring the gift?
The Ded Moroz, no, if parents call Ded Moroz to his house.
Oh, right, because a costume character will come,
Yeah.
and they'll do like a little party, and then here's the gift. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So
Very
this is the idea, and it could be the December 25, 26. The most, of course, expensive if you invite Ded Moroz December 31. I remember my.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because it would get more expensive as you get closer.
Yeah, the most expensive.
A lot of people want the guy.
I remember the most expensive party. It was December 31, 11:30 p.m.
Wow.
Yes, and I was working, and then I ran in fast at home because for us important in midnight to be at home with your family. And I was like, oh, I just have 5 minutes running fast to my home, and then, Happy New Year.
Right.
Yeah, but if parents don't invite Ded Moroz to his home, yes, we go to sleep December 31, then we wake up November 1st. And open.
January 1st.
January 1st, and we open the gift.
Okay, so you guys can do it in the morning.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, that's
So it's cool. We can see all the stuff hanging here.
Yeah, and also, this is a Russian traditional way of decoration. So we call it in Russian language "Ruski promysly." So we have some kind of dishes like plate, which we made with wood, and we paint it like this.
Oh, right. Okay, so this is also designed after dishes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very important, red and gold. No, red means
and is
power.
it sometimes like a dark green also, or black, right?
Yeah, yes, it could be also. Хохлома,
Oh, thanks, cameraman.
Yeah. Usually we buy special gifts for celebrating birthday, but for New Year it should be not so expensive.
Right.
No, because why? Because we have a lot of friends, and it's hard to buy gifts for everyone.
So you guys are giving gifts to friends as well as family members?
Yeah. So and we can. So our Russian tradition, we must celebrate. New Year and a big company, so we'll invite not only parents, it could invite our friends, and it's really quite expensive to buy in one time, like 10 gifts if you have 10 or 20 friends. And usually, we buy, I remember when I was teenager, we bought slippers, but it's some funny slippers, tapochki.
Oh, okay.
Some funny.
Cute.
Cute, yeah.
Put your heart in the gift rather than your money.
Yeah, or it could be some sweater or varishki mittens. Some not expensive, but nice and cute.
Very cool.
So guys, write in comments, please, what do you think about this shopping mall, and did you find some special gift which you can buy for your friends and relatives? Or from here we can see everything.
Yeah.
And usually also this is a good gift for New Year, some kind of toy. Because also toys, they're really expensive, like you saw, 3,000 rubles. And we buy it because it's some toys can be handmade, so it's also like good gifts.
Yeah. I like you get a good view of the glass ceiling here, and you see you have lots of different catwalks and platforms. Like that's a restaurant.
Yeah, this is
You
Stalovaya.
see the bridge right here.
Yeah, so guys, here you can eat food. It's not expensive, really good price. It's only, I think, one place where you can eat in Red Square and don't pay expensive, because other restaurants quite expensive, and this Stalovaya has middle price, not expensive one. And Joseph, do you know that also when we prepare for New Year, for us also is important what kind of dress we wear. For example, next year will be, as you already know, snake. And it will be not just snake, it will be wood green snake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it means that you should wear something green and gold.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now, what is this year's creature?
It's a drago.
A dragon. So we're going from a dragon to a snake.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a reptilian time.
And it's very important, especially for women. Men don't follow this tradition so strong, but every woman now open internet and read articles how to meet New Year. What kind of dress should I buy? And you will see girls will dress something green.
Really?
Yeah, and
Okay.
also, you know.
So green's going to be a popular color this coming year.
So Joseph, can you read in Russian what is writing here?
It says Stolovaya numer 57.
Wow, so how is your Russian language process going on?
I'm working on it. It's difficult.
But what do you think? Is it important to know Russian language when you live in?
Yes, you should, for sure. Whether you practically need to or not is another question. But if you're going to live here and you care about this place, well, if you're going to live here, you should care about this place, and you should learn their culture, and you should learn their language. But as a Westerner in Moscow, you could get by for quite a while before you become an expert on the language, because it is such an international city.
Yeah, so guys, that's why I invite you to learn Russian language with me. You can click here to my website, annaglobaltravel.ru, and please check all options. You can learn Russian language with me face-to-face or by yourself watching pre-recorded videos, of course, with my control. See you on my class. So Joseph, if you want,
So
we
this
can.
is the sign right here, right?
Yeah.
And so Anna, how would you translate that into English?
Столовая, canteen.
Canteen number 57.
Yeah, canteen number 57.
I think so.
Yeah, canteen. Yeah, no, it means that in this place you do your self-service.
And you can see people are sitting at the window at the little yolka, little New Year's tree with the view.
It looks so beautiful.
Yeah, it's very nice.
So, and for this new year, how many gifts you will buy for your 5 kids?
That's a question for my wife. I will buy none.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, so we have more outside. Well, outside. We're in the mall, but it's out in the hall where you can sit and eat, and you have this beautiful view
Yeah.
of what looks to me like a palace.
Yeah.
So nice. And there you have, I guess, a more expensive restaurant.
Yeah, Coffeemania, it's very expensive.
You've got a restaurant here for normal people like us, and you got a restaurant for richer people are there. And
Yeah, no, for example, coffee, like in a normal cafe, coffee can cost 100 rubles, like say $1, and here coffee will cost 300 rubles.
and you can see the giant tree, off the balcony there. So I've got to take my wife here on a date. I'm being inspired.
It's really a romantic place. Yes. So Joseph, how
Yes,
it
Anna?
was?
It was beautiful. Like, no joke. I mean, it's so wonderful. I'm still shocked after 3 years of living here how wonderful Moscow is. It's like a palace, and it's a shopping mall for everybody.
If you compare now current New Year and Christmas preparation and West, what you can see, what is cons and pros, what was surprised you in Russia, or maybe you are missing something?
Well, I mean, to be honest, as a Christian, I like the Christian theming of Christmas, right? Santa Claus or Det Moroz is supposed to be like a representation of God for children. It helps them start to think in this way, and you're supposed to be giving, you're supposed to be good to get gifts. So it's a very good holiday to help kids practice to head towards the life of God, in my opinion. So I like it. And I think there are very minor differences between these two holidays, though.
Okay. So what you can wish to my subscribers for New Year?
S Novym Godom.
S Novym Godom.
If you're not a Russian, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.
So guys, thank you for watching. You can click here and watch our videos with Joseph. And I and Joseph, we want to say you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year in advance. And I hope this video help you to figure out what kind of gifts you can give to your friends. And maybe guys, you can take our Russian ideas, right?
Yes, they can. And they now need to click the link and see more of us on my channel. We're gonna go back in here and show you guys something that we left out on purpose. one more surprise for you.
Thank you for listening. Bye for now. Пока-пока.